Okay, so the lights are off because I was about to sleep, but then I decided I would record something. So, today wasn't much of a good day for me because I thought I would accomplish something and I didn't even sleep in the afternoon. I thought I would save some hours and I'd study, and I didn't even study the amount that I would after sleeping. So, today a guy in my class handed me my maths paper and I got like 7 out of 30. It was very disappointing. Actually I knew I would get around that kind of numbers, but um I don't know why I studied, but not enough, I guess. And the disappointment is when someone else who isn't studying at all just gets more marks than you, and you're sitting like, what the fuck? You know. Anyways, I feel like there's a fake identity that I've put on, or maybe that has conceived by people in my presence, because I seem like a nice silent guy who would be a nerdy guy who would be just studying. And I think it's just out of habit that I've put up such a um, character or persona, or I just give those kind of vibes. But and it's also a pattern that they don't result in accordance to um, who I really am. And this guy handed out me my paper and he said, he just mocked me like, you're fake, you're not who you um, show who you are, or who you make us think you are. And maybe he's right. I'm actually not um, acting in terms of my productive goals, in terms of my progress towards my productive goals, how I should be, considering my character in my class, and the way I ask questions sometimes, the way I behave, the way I think on, the way I stress on things, the way I, the way my expressions are, my body language, my voice, everything. And the way I'm really putting sometimes myself outward, like I am someone who would study, um, in opposite to people who are actually studying and not really showing that they are studying. They're just quiet and they're just sitting and they're just doing their work. But once you put up a character, once you give an impression, it's hard to, get that shit out of their minds. I'm talking about my teachers. Um, some of them, like, I get good grades in some subjects, so the teachers of that subjects think I'm good or in all subjects, but it's not really true. And I feel so guilty when that happens, like I'm below average and people think I'm an A grade student or something. So I guess I'm not just who I make people think, or who I put myself as. I've always been like this. Always, no matter where I go, I give these kind of vibes and the same patterns. And with the increment of my age, you realize that the world is not a sweet place always, and you're not really that privileged guy. Just because you're sort of nice guy doesn't mean people are going to be nice with you. and this it's a cold world, you know. People are gonna judge you so quickly. People are not gonna give you second chances. People are gonna look down on you no matter what they are. The thing is that people who don't show themselves as good students don't have any fear of judgment because they haven't put up a persona at all. And when these kind of people get good grades, then it just shocks people and it impresses them. But when people like me get you know get bad grades, it just disappoints people, you know. And the most hurtful or thought-provoking in a bad way thing for me today was being called out fake. You know, like you're a liar. There's more to it than I could put in words, but that's it for today, and I'm just gonna do nothing else but work from now on, and just gonna be in a cave where no one else is going to be there, and it's gonna take more effort than it used to, because I'm in 11th grade now. It's no more 9th or 10th grade. Hopefully I'll do better. Bye.